I mean, if you haven't listened to Andrew Garfield talk about grief, boy, just fucking get on that train. Because, listen, I know he didn't want to date me, but I'm all on board.
He didn't want to date you?
No. Remember, somebody tried to set us up last year, and he was like, "I love her, but no, it's not for me."
Oh, interesting.
I get it. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing my best.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Oh, I'm just, so great. So great.
We were just together. We were shooting something for the QVC show.
We were shooting something for the QVC show that was really fun.
It was super fun.
Super fun.
I guess we can say it was with our friend Mally Roncal.
Mally Roncal, doing it all.
Makeup artist to the stars.
For sure.
Also, did she invent the anti-shine product that is in her line?
I feel like she did.
I feel like she invented it. And it is, I heard you telling someone, and I was like, I'm so glad Busy said that. It's the most ubiquitous product that I always see every makeup artist using on every single celebrity when they're on a show or on set. This anti-shine.
She said, pat, pat, pat. Tap, 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 pat, pat, pat. Pat, 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 tap, tap, tap. Whichever it was, I was there.
It's such a good product. And I think it's called Defender. Yeah. So,
I've seen, especially men in my industry,
yes,
using it forever.
I've seen it used on many a forehead, many a shiny forehead.
Nice.
Okay, so I'm in the echoey dressing room. Busy's back at her house. We had some tacos. We shoveled some tacos down our gullets.
Oh my goodness, did we ever? That was delicious though.
It was delicious.
Yeah, they were really good. Oh wow. Wait, hold on. This Thursday at 1:30 Eastern. Nope, lost the time. Would 10:21. What's 10:21? What? I don't know what 10:21 is. Got it. Okay. Guys, the meeting is set. Don't worry about it. I'm going to be on that Zoom on the 21st at 10:30 on the West Coast, 1:30 here for me.
Oh my gosh.
I hope you all are doing the best job at scheduling your Zoom calls with people. Thanks, everybody. Have a great week. We love you. Bye. That's it, right? We're done.
That's it. Yes, we're done. We're done.
We're good?
Yes. No, actually, we have been getting some really nice questions. People have been sending in for like a future question episode. And also, as well, just some emails that aren't really questions, but just like nice things they wanted us to know. So I'm looking forward to that episode in the future. Thank you so much, those of you who sent questions. Keep them coming. busydoingherbest@gmail.com. Send them on in if you have advice questions that you'd like us to give you our unprofessional advice on. Like, we're going to do it. We're going to do
whatever it is.
Yeah. So thank you for people that already sent them. And yeah, then we're still just here in New York. We're making the QVC show. It's super fun. The folks at QVC are so nice.
Of course, we love them. But we did an episode. We already filmed one episode. And it's just, guys, I think we explained it, but we're doing these like 4 holiday episodes that are going to be airing all November. And we're just trying to get it all together, get it done. Here's the thing about this. We don't have a lot of lead time. That's what they call it in the biz, guys. Lead time. Don't have a lot of lead time. Anyway, I don't think we should waste too much time talking about the QVC show because I know you guys are watching it and I know that like it's super fun and I want you guys to watch it.
Yeah.
It's just so fun. It'll be great and they're gonna start airing in November. And if you haven't watched the other episodes that are up on QVC Plus,
you can watch them now.
Do that. My sister and her husband and their 2 children were in town last week.
Yes.
Because Mark and I were both invited to a wedding. Our friends Josh and Mackenzie were getting married upstate. And we didn't know what do you do with a child? What do you do with your child? If both of you are invited to presumably some people are still married. out there. I don't know. If that's your journey, great. Good for you.
Congratulations.
No, congratulations. No, I'm kidding. I'm not really. I mean, I am. But anyway. But like, what do you do? You know what I mean? Like, where does your kid go? How do you find? So also, I have a child who's not like the easiest sleeper with other people. Doesn't love, really is a creature of comfort, this one. She's a Cancer. She's a Cancer. And she loves her little home, her little shell. So she had said she would go with one of her friends, but then they were out of town because it's a long weekend.
Right.
And so I called my sister to see if maybe my sister and Josie could fly in. And Leanne was like, actually, the kids have the whole week off of school for like mid breaks or whatever, mid-term breaks. And so I was like, why don't I just fly you guys all out here? It's Small Bob's birthday. I think did I mention last week?
Yeah, maybe, but we can never celebrate Small Bob.
Hadn't they just gotten here?
Yeah, we can't celebrate him enough.
Guys, sorry, they got me cinnamon gummy bears.
Oh, your fave.
That's what I just put in my mouth.
Yeah.
It was bad timing, guys. These ones are particularly fresh.
Yeah.
So they're real gooey.
Yeah.
Also, it's going to hurt my stomach. I don't know what I'm doing. But anyway, we took Small Bob. It was his 9th birthday. I didn't talk about this, did I?
I don't think so. But also, if you did, this is the same as having friends.
Or like a recap.
Yeah, just a recap. We're repeating stories.
This is a recap podcast.
Of what we talked about last week.
Yeah, not any television shows. We're not watching and we're not rewatch. This is a rewatch podcast, but it's just a retelling of previous podcast episodes.
Oh my God.
Of our own.
Exactly. It's perfect. It's never been done before.
Never been done before, guys. We're the first.
So you took everybody.
So anyway, the first things first, they didn't tell Small Bob that he was going to New York until they woke him up at 4 a.m. to go to the airport.
Aww.
And even then they just told him they were going on a trip. And then he was like, for some reason he thought he was going to Tucson.
Tombstone?
Well, Leanne had somehow said Tombstone, but then Small Bob thought Tucson, which is like, what 9-year-old boy wants to go to Tucson for their birthday? But even still, in the video on the like, they were like on a bus at the airport.
Yeah.
He still is like, well, okay, I guess Tucson it is for my birthday. Sounds fun. Like, he didn't even know he was going anywhere. So he was just like so excited. And then they tell him that they're flying to New York to visit me and Cricket and to hang out for a week. And it's like his brain literally can't process it.
Oh my gosh.
And he's like, so we go to Tucson first and then we're going to go. And they're like, no, Bob. We're at the airport. We're not driving anywhere. And he's like, I did think it was weird that we were on this bus. And so
he's so trusting. He couldn't fathom he'd been lied to.
I know. He is so sweet. So then he comes here. They all get here. And it was Jen's opening night of the play. So we couldn't really celebrate his birthday that night, it was just like, Leanne already knew that was happening. It wasn't like, And the next night was Blue Man Group. So I took them to like one of those places like Gayukaku. Do you know what I'm talking about? Where you like cook your own meat.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
I mean, that's what the name of this one was.
Yeah.
So we went to this like Gayukaku place where and Bob was like cooking the meat and the shrimp and was just like mind blown, the best experience of his life. Like, do I get to put it on the grill myself? I was like, yes, you do. So then he got that, like he was just so excited. And then we took him to Blue Man Group here in New York City, our neighbors at Busy this week, because their theater is like essentially like down the block from where we filmed the show.
Yes.
And he like, his little mind was blown by Blue Man Group. And then he was like, when it was over, he's like, I thought when it started, maybe this is going to be something scary, but then it was not scary at all. And I was like, no, Bob, it wasn't scary at all. Did you like it? He's like, I really liked it. And so then he and I were like walking ahead of Josie and Cricket and my sister and her husband
on
the way home to like get a cab or whatever. And he's just kind of talking, you know, because he's like just like always kind of like monologuing.
Yeah.
And he's like, wow, am I the luckiest 9-year-old alive to get to go to New York City and see the Blue Man Group and cook my own meat for my birthday? And I was like, Bob, that is so sweet. Yeah, you are super lucky. And I was so happy that you could do it and that I could take you here and show you. And there's more fun to be had this week. And he's like, oh, wow, I can't even imagine. He like literally is like a cartoon character or something. Or like, did you ever watch Third Rock from the Sun?
Yes.
Like Bob to me is a little bit like an alien sort of like plunked down on this planet who's just like, this is all very exciting.
Yeah,
and
he's like a character.
He is. He's like a little cartoon character and he's so sweet. And the kids came by and participated in one of our little segments and that was fun. And then I took Cricket and Josie to the Outsiders musical with my sister.
So good.
It was great and really kind of blew me away. Full disclosure, guys, it wasn't on my list. It wasn't on my list.
Right.
It was not on my, I thought it was like, I don't care.
Were you
I'm
a fan
sorry.
of the movie as a kid?
I was, but like,
or the book?
I'm also, yes, but like, I'm not in middle school anymore. You know what I mean? And like,
sure.
And like my days of like wanting to watch angsty teen boys, those ships have sailed more or less. So, you know, it wasn't on my list. And yet I was thoroughly delighted and entertained by it. I thought the direction was incredible. I loved the staging. I highly recommend if you can go and get tickets. It was really special. And the girls freaked out and loved it. And we got to meet some of the cast after. And while we were there, the two Bobs went to the Lion King, of course.
Oh,
a classic.
Classic.
But he did all the they did all the New York stuff and like saw all the New York things and ate at the New York restaurants. And like, I would wake up in the morning before I went to the wedding, I would wake up in the morning and Bob would already be up waiting for me at the bottom of the stairs. Hi, Aunt Busy. Hi, good morning. I'm already awake. Nobody else is up yet, but I'm here. I'm just waiting. I'm like, okay, Bob, let's go.
Oh my
Can I walk with you to get coffee, Aunt Busy? I'm like, of course you can, honey. Let's do it. I really like walking around here in New York. There's so many buildings to see. I literally think he's going to show up on my doorstep with a suitcase at some moment in his life.
Yeah, he's like your own personal Paddington Bear.
Oh my God. He is. He's a little Paddington Bear.
He's so sweet. I didn't tell you this, but when you were doing something, you were having a meeting or something, and they had come to visit us at the office and see the set.
So when I was trying to do that ill-fated Zoom because no Wi-Fi worked because everybody was on the one Wi-Fi.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly when. But I was saying, do you want anything to drink? Can I get you anything to eat? Because we have snacks here. And Bob was like, I would like a snack. And then your sister was like, we just ate a huge lunch, so you shouldn't eat too major of a snack. And I was like, Leanne, can he have seaweed? Like jokingly. And Bob was like, I love a seaweed snack. So we went to go get a seaweed snack. And then he was like, thank you so much for taking me to get this seaweed. And I said, you're so welcome. Also, I love your manners. And he was like, I appreciate you saying that. I try really hard to mind my manners.
Listen, he is a little kid. He is a little boy. And there were definite moments of like sibling arguments and stuff too, like between all of the kids. But like, he is really a very sweet kid.
I'm a Bob stan.
No, we really love that kid. And the thing, you're gonna have to watch it. But the thing he says to me when I ask him what he's most looking forward to for Christmas is like you couldn't have scripted it.
Yeah.
But it'll be on the show. You guys have to watch it. Helix. I love to sleep on my Helix mattress. Caissie sleeps on her Helix mattress. Guys, we love it. We
I'm
love
missing
Helix.
my Helix so bad right now.
I bet you are. I bet you are. I bet you are. I bet you almost are considering taking this October offer, 20% off all mattress orders at helixsleep.com/best and putting a new Helix mattress into this rental place because
it's that good.
It's the greatest. You know, there are lots of sleep issues that people talk about. And here's the deal, Helix. Helix has got you covered. It's got you covered for a couple of reasons. Number one, most people need a new mattress. I'm just going to say it. When was the last time you got a mattress? You having sleeping issues? You got to consider when the last time you got a new mattress was. Then I want you to go to helixsleep.com/best because you're going to get the code once you get your mattress. You're going to take a little quiz. Helix is going to pair you with your perfect mattress. They have all kinds of different types of mattresses for big and tall people, mattresses for side sleepers, back sleepers, mattresses for people that are way too hot at night, mattresses that cool you down.
Even mattresses
for kids.
Yeah.
Did we say that at the same time?
We did.
And the thing is, you take this little sleep quiz, they pair you with a mattress, they send that mattress directly to your door. That mattress shows up. It's the right mattress for you. But let me tell you something, even if it's not, you get 100 nights to try that mattress out.
Oh my gosh.
And they will take that mattress right on back. They will take it back from you if it is not the mattress of your dreams, but it will be the mattress of your sweet dreams because you will be dreaming deeply, because you will be sleeping through the night, because your Helix mattress will get you there. So here's what I'm going to say to you. helixsleep.com/best. You're going to get 20% off your mattress order. It's going to be delivered right to your door. 100-night guarantee. They all have like 10 to 15-year warranties. And your upgrade is going to be so worth it when you sleep through the night and you wake up feeling refreshed and like the birds are chirping and you like feel like a Disney princess waking up in that bed. Guys, get into it.
Yeah.
Get into a new Helix mattress. You're going to thank us. helixsleep.com/best. Wait, I just got a new box from Thrive. I'm so excited.
You did?
I live for it. I live for it.
What did you get in your box?
I mean, I got more Brilliant Eye Brightener. I got the Sheer Strength Hydrating Lip Tint.
Ugh.
I am obsessed with Rowan. ROWAN. For the Sheer Strength Hydrating Lip Tint. It's like a deep berry. And it's like sheer, but you can kind of like layer it on. Oh. So it gets you can get a little bit deeper of that sheer berry color. And we're talking berries, we're talking Thanksgiving, we're berries. You know what I mean? We're berry season. We're into berries. It's so gorge though on the lips. And it looks like it's really beautiful. It's such a great color. And then, of course, my Liquid Lashes mascara.
Liquid Lash Extensions mascara.
Yep. And also because it's like a hydrating lip tint. I'm back to the lip tint, guys.
Yeah.
It's hydrating. And since it's gotten cold out, my nose is running. I was upstate on the weekend. My lips are not chapped. And it's not sticky, which is really my favorite thing because I hate sticky lips.
Yeah.
I really do.
I've been loving the Empower Matte Precision Lipstick Crayon, which it is weightless. Like other long wear lipsticks are very drying. I don't know how this is a long wearing and also moisturizing.
Yeah, I don't understand that either because that's what I wear when I wear red now is I use that one.
Yes.
And it is totally insane. Like, why doesn't it dry out your lips? I don't get it. Look, it's right here. I knew it was in my purse. It's right here.
I don't get it. I'm super into the color Rosa, which is like a deep berry color. It's so good for fall.
Wait, mine is called Lara, Lara. Empower Matte Precision Lipstick Crayon. Okay. That's my Laura. That's my red. If you see on Instagram and you're like, I wonder what red lipstick that is Busy's wearing. That's what it is.
Oh,
Get
gorgeous. Okay.
into it. This is like the Taylor Swift red, just FYI.
Yes.
It's a real red.
Oh my gosh.
Guys, if you are not on the Thrive Cosmetics bandwagon yet, hop on board, or I should say hayride. There's room for you. There's room for you. We want you on board. I love them. I just love them.
I love them too. And like, by the way, P.S., as we always tell you, the reason they're called Thrive Cosmetics is because they give to a ton of causes that we are so happy to contribute to. So you're going to spend the money on makeup anyway, because that's self-care. Isn't it nice to have zero guilt because you know that your purchase is also going to help really deserving causes? Win, win, win.
Isn't it also great to know that they're all vegan, cruelty-free, no parabens, no bad things in them, that they're no sulfates or phthalates, and it's all clean, and it's not going to make you break out. And as we heard, they're just perfectly, whatchamacallit?
Formulated.
You guys, I cannot even tell you how much I love Thrive Cosmetics for fall. Spice up your fall look with Thrive Cosmetics, guys. It's luxury beauty that gives back. Right now, you can get an exclusive 20% off your first order at thrivecosmetics.com/best. That's Thrive Cosmetics, CAUSEMETICS.com/best. 20% off your first order. So then that was that. And then I went to this amazing wedding upstate with BB, and Mark was there, and all of our friends from my entire 30s, all of my group of friends from LA.
Yeah.
And I saw so many people I hadn't seen in so long, and had the greatest time Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I came back Monday, and just in time for John to get back from where he was filming, and got to see him yesterday, and then got to go to work today. Guys, life.
We're doing it. While you guys were at the wedding in upstate, my son Eli was at BB's house taking care of her dog, Alfie, and she had a giant hawk visitor in her backyard.
I know. I saw the video.
It's wild. It was wild. And I was like, oh my God, he probably heard that there's delicious possums. And
there's baby possums to be eaten in Emily's yard.
To be eaten Emily, and dropped down her chimney.
Listen, when you're vegan, the word gets out to the animals. This is a safe place. This is a safe house.
Yeah.
Come on by. This lady's not going to hurt you. She comes in peace. And they're like, okay, we're here. We're here. We're ready.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm glad you had such a nice week and a full weekend. That sounds really fun.
It was really fun. And I was PMSing through it all.
Sure.
And I only was bitchy 2 times to Mark.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
And
you guys traveled together, so a certain amount of bitchiness is to be expected.
A lot. Yeah, it was a lot.
At any time.
Yeah, it was a lot. But the move is happened and happening. I'm still, guys, the light is an issue for me, and I need help. But a lot of people have reached out. I just don't know where to go. And I don't know. I don't even understand how those LED, I know I saw those LED lights. I don't understand it. I don't know how. I don't know what.
It has made me laugh that they have tricked several more people who are like, oh my God, it's still light out. And I'm like, nope. I thought the same thing. It's fake. It's not. It's pitch black out.
should Dan just come here and install one on my ceiling? Like, I don't even understand. Where do you even put them? Do you know what I mean?
You just put it like anywhere. I guess where you would hang a piece of art, you could just put an LED panel.
That
like it's like a window.
So ugly. I'm sorry. Am I wrong? Guys, I'm not wrong. It seems so ugly.
I don't think they're that. I mean, it has fooled numerous people who just think it's a frosted window.
Do we just put it on the ceiling?
Yeah, you could put it on the ceiling, or you could put it on the wall and hang a curtain in front of it if you wanted, like a sheer curtain, and it would still be light. And you wouldn't even know the difference, probably. You'd probably forget in like a year.
I wonder, you know what? Oh my God, wait. I wonder, in between my two front windows is just nothing. It's wall.
Yeah.
There's wall.
Yeah.
I wonder if I put it in between the two front windows.
Go for it. I mean, I don't think they're that expensive, to be honest.
I don't know. I don't even know where you get them.
From like
Caissie,
LEDpanels.com, I'm sure.
Ugh.
Or something.
We
know people who do this.
I'm so light sensitive.
Yes.
And like it makes me like fake light is really horrible for me.
Yeah. I get that.
So I don't know what to do here. Oh
Yeah.
my God. Oh my God.
What?
They've got fake skylights.
Yeah, of course they do.
Whoa.
You know what? If you want, I have friends. I was going to say from college, but they're not. It's the brother of a friend from college who's a lighting designer, and he's super clever, and he has done everything. I don't think you've ever met him, Brian Fassett. He's an amazing lighting designer.
Wait. Listen to this.
Yeah.
Indoor circle, artificial sun, LED, fake ceiling light, skylight, sunlight, lamp, blue sky. Oh my goodness. How does this work? Okay, but tell me about your lighting designer. Sorry.
He's done Broadway. He was Bette Midler's lighting designer. He's also has been hired to do like for billionaires, like their holiday lighting displays that are synced to the local radio station. And he's just really clever. I'm going to reach out to him and ask him if somebody lived in a dim home where they wanted to bring some light in and they received their energy from the sun, what would he suggest? And I'm sure he'll have a great suggestion. And his husband is like a genius at how to accomplish these things. Sepp is his husband. So I'll ask Brian and Sepp what they say about how you...
these LED smart sunlight panel, intelligent ecosystem, flush mount, natural light. I don't know. I guess this is what's going to happen when, we all have to live on Mars or whatever. I guess
we're all going to be living in storage containers with like fake windows. And then we just change the season on the app on our phone when we're like, should be winter about now.
I just need to know that this works before I spend $1,100 on it.
Well, but you know what? Let's find you a small one, and then you can just bring it in your house and see if you like it. And
then if I do, I can get this flush mount artificial blue skylight.
Yeah.
I think that it would be cool. I actually do think it would be cool.
And it would never leak. Like all skylights do.
All skylights leak. Wait, you know what? There was also this IKEA has LED wall light panels. But like, this is my problem. Like, I want this one. Oh, what's this? Guys, remember when I just shop on this podcast with you?
Well, you know what I was going to say is like, I'm here for it because my husband called me over the weekend and we weren't doing anything special. So we had nothing to talk about, but he was like asking how the show was going. And so I told him, and then I said, and then we had some food from QVC. And he was like, I didn't realize that QVC sold food. And I was like, yes, girl, they sell a ton of food. And so then he got on the website and then I was on the website at the same time. And this is apparently our version of like phone sex, like bi-coastal phone sex. We're just like reading foods that QVC sells like to each other, like, ooh, listen to these cinnamon buns. for like an hour.
I'm 100% on board. 100% on board with this.
So shopping on a podcast, it's the same diff. Same thing.
I'm into it.
Yeah.
I do like that. You want to shop with friends. We don't go to the mall anymore.
Exactly.
Wait, restore a Rayleigh scatter blue light. I mean, This is wild. Fluorescent lighting has a profound effect on children with autism, ADHD, and sensory issues. Well, hello.
Yeah.
Obviously, no wonder I hate fluorescent light.
Right.
So that is why I got to do this, I guess. Okay. I don't know, guys. I don't know, but I'm in.
We'll figure out what's the smallest one. You'll test it out, see if it like does anything for you, if you like it. And then, then if you like it, then you get a bigger one. You'll get one that takes up your whole wall or some shit.
It is the LED commercial light season clearance sale.
So exciting. I didn't know it was that season.
Listen, apparently. Apparently. I remember a while ago, I was advertised something on Instagram.
Yeah.
That was like this like really cool looking light that was like freestanding. I don't know, but I don't know where it is.
Oh, no. But it was like the sunrise light or the one that looks like a sunrise?
Yes.
I've seen that. It does look very cool. I've never seen it in real life. I've only seen it advertised online.
Yeah. Smart blue, sky, light, artificial. I don't know, guys. We're going to work this out for me. I know we are.
Yeah.
I feel confident in all of us.
I agree. I think it's going to be.
I do think but I like do kind of feel like I need like an electrician to help with this.
Well, probably, but you can like at first you can probably just plug something in, but like if you decide to make it permanent.
I had a light. I had a sunlight light that I got because I had to get Birdie one last year when she had seasonal depression in Sweden. She and I have the same thing.
Right.
And I got her something and then I don't know where, and it came here instead of being shipped to Sweden. And I was like, a lot of good does it here.
Oh my God.
But then it did work for me.
When my son still lived on the East Coast, he also struggled with the darkness, the seasonal affective disorder. And so I sent him a SAD lamp, a seasonal affective disorder lamp, and his cat taught herself how to turn it on.
Cats are no dummies. They're not dummies. They know exactly what they're doing.
She loves living in California. It's for her.
I bet.
Yeah.
I mean, I got to be honest. Well, it was really nice to see all these people that I'm friends with this weekend.
Yeah, sure. I was going to say, I'll build you a catio at my house too, and you can come stay in it.
It is hard. Like, moving across the country as an adult has been weird.
Yeah.
And like, if Girls Five Over, I was about to say if Girls Five Over, yeah. If Girls Five Over is over.
Yeah.
Which it doesn't feel like it's forever right now. You know what I mean?
Right.
Feels pretty much like,
ugh.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess like Mark's point was like, why stay in New York?
Right.
And I don't know, but going back seems sad and hard, and also I need sunlight.
Oh my gosh. Well,
we don't have to decide anything today.
I think you don't have to decide. And like well, here's the truth, Busy, is like, you don't even have to decide once you've decided. Like we've had this talk so many times about how nothing is forever unless you want it to be. And so you have the power to and you have lots of things to consider. You have your children to consider and your career.
Forever considering those kids.
Yeah, I know. I know how that feels because like when we were considering going to LA, like I always tell Lincoln, he could have put the kibosh on it. He could have said, no way.
It was up to him.
It was up to him. Not really, but like
It
also
was kinda.
if he had said, no, I absolutely can't do that, I would have respected that and understood that. But he didn't. He wanted to go on the adventure. And so that was lucky for me. But it is hard when you're trying to get everyone moving in the same direction. But it's also hard. It's hard to feel at home. So if there's a place that you feel at home and you feel like it's for you, then like I understand wanting to be there, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. But also, will it feel like home? You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's because that doesn't exist anymore.
Right. Can you go home?
What it was.
Like, what is home? Yeah. What is home?
In the words of Summer Dukowski from Girls Five Eva, is there a me? That song keeps coming up on my random shuffle, and it's making me sad every time.
Does
it? Comes
it?
up.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can imagine. It's such a good song.
Yeah, I know it is. Is there a me? Guys, have you listened to it? Or is me just guys?
Oh my gosh.
Do I have any middle? That's my own inside.
Well, I think get some lights for now. See if that makes you feel any better because you're there for the time being.
So true.
And then, you know, you can figure out forever. You know, you can figure out a new forever every week for the rest of your life if you want.
Yeah,
You know?
sure. Faria. Well, we talked today about cuffing season on the thing we were taping for Busy This Week, but it is cuffing season, okay?
Yep.
I
If you
didn't
don't
even
know,
I literally didn't even know what that was until like 2 years ago.
if you don't know, cuffing season is when, you know, people who are single pair up for.
Because it's for the long winter months ahead.
Yeah,
They're
there's
like,
lots of
I gotta
parties.
there's parties to go to. I gotta get it together. I want to I want to have
Snuggle?
somebody to go to these parties with. I want to snuggle it up. I'm cold. But you know what's going to heat you up? Foria.
That's right.
We love Foria. Foria is going to give you the best sex of your life with or without a partner, honey. Imagine the best orgasm you have ever had, and then imagine it could be better. Maybe you're like, it couldn't be Busy. Sorry. Well, I'm here to tell you it could. Because Foria's Awaken Arousal Oil and the Sex Oil make everything better. I mean, we've joked about it, but like literally they have thousands of people on their testimonials. And some of them are like, my wife and I use the sex oil and the Awaken Arousal Oil. When she gets on top, we both come so hard. We see sounds and hear colors. Okay.
They're not joking.
They're not joking. That's not a joke.
The Awaken Arousal Oil uses CBD and warming sensation inducing organic botanicals to enhance arousal, sensitivity, pleasure, access to orgasm, and help with any discomfort, which is like a thing. That's a real thing.
It's a thing, guys.
And then the sex oil just helps bring it all home. So it's the perfect 1-2 combination to just...
So 1-2 punch to your clit. You know what I mean? Let's be real. And, you know, don't actually punch, you know, I mean, whatever you're into. But I'm just saying that you don't have to actually punch it. I don't recommend that, but I do recommend Foria's Awaken Arousal Oil and the Sex Oil. I give it as gifts. I have it on my person almost at all times. I'm not even kidding. You have our permission to try this. We fully endorse you to go ahead, treat yourself to more, deeper, fuller pleasure wherever you can find it and as often as possible. And you can start with a bottle of Foria. Foria is offering a special deal for our listeners. Get 20% off your first order by visiting foriawellness.com/best or use code BEST at the checkout. That's Foria, Foria, wellness.com/best for 20% off your first order. I recommend trying the Awaken Arousal Oil and the Sex Oil. You're going to thank me later, babies. Oh, blue land, we love you so. I don't want any more plastic in my life. That's a true story.
That is a true story and a beautiful song.
I really don't want any more plastic in my life. Did you know that laundry detergent pods also wrapped in plastic? Yes. The film around your laundry detergent pod is, in fact, plastic. And it's not biodegrading. It's not like a thing that just dissolves. It ends up in the oceans and the rivers and our soil and probably our bodies.
Yeah, we're eating and drinking roughly a credit card's worth of plastic every week. That's not good.
We have to try to eliminate all of the microplastics. We just have to. And Blue Land set out to do something about it, which is by eliminating the need for single-use plastic in the products that we reach for the most. That's cleaning products. Blue Land is on a mission. The mission is one I'm on board with, but also because what I realized is that their products work.
Yeah. Yeah. You know,
It's
I'm a huge fan
powerful.
of the toilet tablets.
We love the toilet tablets.
Longtime fan.
Yeah.
And now they have these detergent tablets in a new scent, Spring Bloom, that they just started selling this summer. And I am a massive fan of the detergent tablets as well.
I've been using the detergent tablets, and I have the extra laundry boost powder
Nice.
from them. And my laundry room looks so cute because it's just these one little lavender metal can that I refill and one little blue can that I refill. And how chic is that?
Love it.
I'm sorry, it's just chic. It looks great. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah,
And
listen.
they don't use any single-use plastic in any component, from their bottles and the tablets to the wrappers to the shipping. All of their packaging is fully compostable. So also you can get more savings by buying refills in bulk or setting up a subscription, which is what I have. And the subscriptions are very customizable and convenient. You never run out of your most used products. It's trusted. Blue Land is trusted in over 1 million homes, including this home, my home. I love them. I love all the clean ingredients. I love how effective they are. I love that it's affordable. And I love that I know that I'm doing one small thing that can make a big impact if we all commit to it. And that is eliminating single-use plastic in my cleaning products. Blue Land has a special offer for you, our listeners. Right now, get 15% off your first order by going to blueland.com/best. You don't want to miss this. Blueland.com/best for 15% off. That's blueland.com/best to get 15% off. Get into it.
My friend Rebecca was just celebrating her 50th birthday, and Rebecca Metz, love you so much. And she was saying that she was heavily debating which type of ice cream out of 3, I think she was saying, that she wanted. And then she was like, I'm 50. I can just have all 3 ice creams. I can do that. You know, when you just give yourself a permission slip to figure it out when it's time to figure it out. You know?
Yeah.
LA will be there, God willing. We'll keep it nice for you.
How's your rental? Your temporary?
It's good. It's a little bit of a headache because this is so boring. It's a little bit of a headache because I only got it for a certain amount of time, and it turns out that it's going to take us longer to finish this, which was always a possibility. But I didn't want to rent it forever, and then maybe I should have. Maybe I should have rented it for longer and then tried to cut back. But I rented it for a shorter time and tried to add on to it. But so far, I haven't had a lot of luck. It seems like there's no way to do that. There's no way possible to extend it. So I'll figure it out if I have to move to another place or whatever. But for now, it's very nice. It has a beautiful view of the river, and I like to watch the boats go by, and there's a roof deck, and there's all kinds of amenities there because it's not a hotel. It's kind of like a long-term corporate kind of place it's halfway between an apartment and a hotel. And so there's all kinds of amenities there that no one really seems to use. So I've just been trying to take advantage of like all kinds of like work rooms and media rooms and a music room and
Really?
yeah, a roof deck and
Wait, I love that. Like
I know.
it is funny, these buildings, like I've definitely been in lots of like Cricket's friends or, in some of these buildings where you're like, why are these just empty? These like common spaces. Like why aren't people in these spaces? What are they doing? Where are they?
I love a common space. I just like love
honey,
to take
as long as it's got some sunlight, I'm in.
Right? Well, you're
Yes.
welcome to the deck up at my
Let's just be real. It is quite cold now.
It is, but it's so pretty and like
has
so many beautiful
turned.
ships are sailing by and I mean, it's beautiful. Wear a sweater. Come on up.
Okay.
Come on up.
I'm in.
I don't know. We'll make some cocktails and bring them up to the roof deck. I like it. And plus I love the neighborhood of Battery Park City because it has like, I think when I lived in New York City, like all there was down there was really Wall Street. And like, obviously it's very fraught because it's a lot of like 9/11 memorials and things like that. And that is like 9/11 is still a thing that like, I'm sure I have, not to throw around a diagnosis lightly, but I'm pretty sure that I have complex PTSD from that day and the ensuing time. It was just a really difficult time in New York City. And it was really difficult for me to just fathom what was going on. And like living through that was, it was brutal for everyone in the city. And it was kind of weird to see the way that it was like turned nationally into like this like weird point of pride and people like it felt like the country moved on to like pride and like American strength while we were all still just sad and devastated and not ready to move on.
Honestly, that makes sense. Like as a person who didn't live here then and like, I don't know what you're saying. Like, I really get it. Like that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I think people felt very connected to it because it felt like an attack on all of us.
Right.
And also the government was like very much propagandaizing that part of it.
Yes.
And yet the attack was not on all of us. It was like on the people here.
Right.
Who had to experience it and go through it. So like, I really like feel like I understand. I really understand. what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. And so I've been like caught off guard a couple of times by like walking past things that I've actually honestly tried to avoid, just because like it still does really hurt my heart. What happened to the city and what happened to the people of this city and how it sort of like, how it really made New York like come together, but it seemed like it divided the country in a lot of ways and a lot of ways that I still see like reverberating today. Anyway, all that being said, there is so much life down in Battery Park City now. So many great restaurants, so many like nice small green spaces, which I love. I love a small park over a central park any day. Like I don't need, acres and acres and all that jazz. I just need like a few benches and a little green space, maybe a tiny fountain. But it's maybe really nice. Fountain. All these wonderful historic churches and like graveyards, if you like that kind of thing. There's a church like right on the block where I'm staying. Mm-hmm. And they bless your pets every week. Like people line up with their pets to get their pets blessed. And I think that's so sweet. And I just love that people love their pets so much that they'll line up to get like a little blessing. And I like it. I like my neighborhood.
I like that you like it.
Yeah. And I love that I have a washer dryer in my unit because I love doing laundry.
There are really good nachos right near you too, by the way.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. I saw that there's like a really good burger place that had so much press. And I almost went and got a burger there the other day, but I'm going to wait until my husband gets here because our anniversary is next week. So he's coming to visit for a week. So I'm very excited to see his little face.
That's exciting.
Yeah. And then we'll go get that burger. And then we have like reservations at, I always forget the name of this place, but reservations at this Italian restaurant that I think it takes like 2 years to get reservations at in New Jersey. It's like in a house and you don't order. They just bring the food that they want you to eat and they make you get up and walk around halfway through. So my friend Kristen got those reservations. And so Kristen and Ashley and Matt are all coming and that's like going to be our anniversary celebration. I'm excited.
That's so fun. I love that for you.
Yeah, I'm happy because last year, I forget what happened, but last year was our 25th anniversary and we didn't do shit. Like we just didn't do anything.
Well, I feel like I remember.
What happened?
I feel like roll the tapes. No, I feel I'm sorry. What if I had it queued up? What if I was like,
oh my God, if you were like, wait a minute.
Here's the episode 1 year ago. You know what I think though? I feel like you guys all were sick.
Yeah, we could have been sick. We could have been.
No, I feel like I remember this. Like there was some.
And we just blew it off.
Yeah, there was some illness thing happening.
Oh my God. Yeah, probably. That makes
When's the actual day?
When's the actual day? October 24th.
All right.
Yeah.
That's coming up.
It's coming up. But the classic me. I've missed every anniversary. Like honestly, it wouldn't be an anniversary if I wasn't like, hey, I know that we planned to like try to take a trip or something, but I have to do something else. I missed our own, I've said it before, I missed our own wedding rehearsal. Cause like I was
David Letterman was like, get your ass over here.
It wasn't. I worked at Rosie and she hosted I believe the 30th anniversary of Sesame Street. And she said, I agreed only to do it if they would let you write it. And because I know you love the Muppets. And I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And then I looked at the tape date and I was like, oh, that's my wedding rehearsal. And Matt was like, babe, like, what do you have to rehearse? You like walk down the thing. Like, I'll take notes for you. Go to your thing and then come to the dinner after when you're done. And so that's what I did. And one of the Muppets, I'm not going to say which Muppet, but one of the people inside one of the Muppets at the end of the taping was like, hey, would you ever want to go get a drink sometime? And I was like,
baby, I'm about to get married.
I'm getting married tomorrow. And he was like, can you do it now? And I was like, no, sir. But it didn't make me feel good.
One last hurrah. I don't know. You got to shoot your shot. Shoot your shot, Caissie.
It's
you know
true.
What I mean?
Yeah.
I never fault a person for shooting their shot.
No, you have to.
You got to shoot your shot. You don't know. You don't know what the future's going to bring.
Yeah. How do you feel about people that like overshoot their shot though? Do you ever feel like that?
I mean, are we talking about like consent? Like what are we like?
No, definitely not that. But I just mean like, well, like pressure, you know, when people are like, you know, have heard don't take no for an answer. And you're like, oh, but the answer is no. And the answer remains no. Like, do you admire someone like that? Or are you like, I'm going to call the police? This is why I'm asking. You know the movie, have you watched the movie Rudy with Sean Astin?
Yeah.
Like we watched it recently and we were like, this person would get kicked out of school.
Why? Why? I don't remember.
The message
Rudy.
of the movie is like never give up, but like he didn't give up so much that we feel like in modern times, somebody would have put a stop to it. You know? But it was like a real life story.
But that is the problematic nature of that of the message of never giving up.
Right.
I mean, I prefer you got to know when to fold them. know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to cry.
To run.
Know when to cry. Can we change it to know when to cry? You got to count your blessings when the cards are at the table. I don't fucking know the lyrics, guys. I'm just saying.
Girl, I know all the lyrics, by the way. As you're saying the wrong lyrics, I'm like, why do I know this whole song? But I know why I know it, because it was one of the best musical performances on The Muppet Show by the great Kenny Rogers. The lyrics are, you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run.
Cry.
You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. And then there's a whole, like... Yeah, that's the most important part. But trust that I know the rest of the song. It's a good one.
But I'm saying I think those are words to live by.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Like, I'm not a fan of like, don't ever give up. Sometimes you got to give up. Sometimes you got to know when to fold them.
Yeah.
I think that's I think that's as important as having tenacity.
Yeah, I think, okay, so my husband had this really important professor in grad school. Important professor. I sound like a fool, but he was like a key educator in my husband's grad school. And he used to say this phrase where he would say, find those with whom you have rapport and then proceed, which I always thought like, that's pretty cool. I think it also applies to situations, and it applies to like what we're always saying, like, that's not for you. Maybe that's not for you. You know what I mean? Like, why are you making yourself so unhappy trying to get this thing that is repeatedly not trying to get you? You know what I mean? Like,
we were talking about this earlier.
Yeah.
We were talking about, well, because we were filming this segment, and there was we were talking to this girl who had recently had her heart broken. And I was kind of just talking to her, like, whatever. I was just like, I felt for her. And I was like, I know you know this, but I'm just here to say it again, which is that, like, what's yours is yours.
Right.
And if it comes back around, that's fantastic. But if it doesn't, like, you will get to a point where you realize why, and you will be better. You know, like, your heart will heal.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I've been real fucking heartbroken in my life.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know I'm going to be okay. I mean, that's the one thing, right?
Yeah.
The first time it happens, it's like shocking.
Right. It's almost like a legitimate physical pain to be heartbroken over something. But then, you know, when you're looking at it, when we were talking about it at lunch, we're like, when you're looking at it rationally, which it's not always possible to look at rationally in the moment, it's like, well, in the example of like a relationship, do you want to be with someone that doesn't want to be with you? Like, what would that be like? You know, like, rationally, no, even though it really hurts to.
Yeah. When somebody breaks up with you and you're not in that place, or you're not there, or you want to keep trying or keep it together or whatever, that is brutal.
Yeah.
But to your point, do you want to be in a relationship with somebody who doesn't want to be in a relationship with you? No, of course you don't.
Right. It's a recipe for disaster, and for actually feeling way, way worse than you probably like. I think that you immediately feel very bad all at one time when you're breaking up with someone, but to stay with someone that doesn't want to be in a relationship with you, I think would be a cumulative bad feeling that would add up to way more the longer that you stayed in that situation, you know? But anyway, I feel like the moral of the story is like, sometimes giving up is okay. Letting go. Giving up is a negative way to say it, but letting go, I think, is the way that we say it positively. Like Frozen, like they sing about in Frozen.
I think letting go is like literally the only thing we have to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
In life.
Yeah.
Is let it go. Hold on to things with an open hand or whatever.
Yes.
Maybe that's the hardest thing. BetterHelp It's the holidays are coming up. This episode is brought to you by BetterHelp.
Thanks, BetterHelp.
Guys, I'm just saying, Halloween is a time where we have fun with the things that scare us, but what if the things that scare you aren't like zombies and ghosts and things that aren't real? What if you need to face your fears and find ways to overcome them and deal with your anxiety? Because sometimes the scariest thing is not facing our fears and holding ourselves back. That can be the scariest thing in your life.
Right.
And that's why BetterHelp is here for you, because therapy is fantastic to help you learn better coping skills, to help you figure out what is going on. It's not just for people who've experienced major traumas or, PTSD or complex PTSD. The therapy is truly beneficial for people who've had a happy childhood. But we all have things, this world is complicated. There's a lot going on and the holidays are coming up. And honestly, if you have been thinking of giving therapy a try, why not try BetterHelp? It's entirely online. It's designed to be convenient and flexible, suited to your schedule. You fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist. You can switch therapists at any time, no additional charge. You can overcome your fears with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/busy today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/busy. Oh, wild grain is happening. We love wild grain.
That was very 1950s.
I don't know, guys. It was. But this is why I love wild grain. I love wild grain for all of the reasons. First of all, if you don't know what wild grain is the first ever bake from frozen subscription box for sourdough breads, fresh pastas, and artisanal pastries. Every item bakes from frozen in 25 minutes or less, most of them much less. And if you get the fresh pasta that's frozen, it's literally 3 minutes, which if you're a person whose children love fresh pasta, AKA me, my children are the ones that love the fresh pasta. It makes my life so easy because I know I can go from very hungry children to children with fresh pasta sitting in front of them in 5 minutes, essentially, from start to finish.
Good. The best thing for me is that for all the frozen breads and pastries, it's no thawing required, because there's one thing I never remember to do, and that is thaw things that need to be thawed. So wild grain totally has my back on that.
Oh my God, do I love them. Croissants, the little rolls. I love a loaf of bread baking in the oven when people are coming over to my house for a meat and cheese plate. I'm oh, sorry, I just threw in some bread to bake because that's who I am. It's not who I am, guys. And you know that. And I know that. And Caissie knows that. And Wild Grain knows that. But none of these people coming over know that. They think I'm a bitch that bakes bread from scratch.
Oh, it's
for my meat and cheese and wine with the moms. You know what I mean?
It truly is one crucial key to living your best life. I'm not even joking. To have a bunch of wild grain in the freezer. Also, you got a little craving at night, you can just take out one cookie and bake it in your toaster oven.
Oh yeah, I have done that. I have done that. One cookie and they're so good.
Oh, they're so good. Better than your favorite bakery that you heard about on TikTok that you drive to go get the chocolate chip cookie. No, don't even bother.
Also, you're not waiting in that line. Who are you kidding?
I'm telling you, that wild grain cookie in your freezer, if you are smart enough to have it in your freezer, so much better.
So much better. Also, your wild grain box is fully customizable. You can choose any combination of breads, pastas, and pastries. They also launched a brand new plant-based box. Hello, Emily BB.
Woo!
Featuring a wild. I said a wild because it's wild grain, but it's a wide and wild selection of plant-based pastries, breads, hand-cut pastas.
Oh, so delicious.
Guys, we love it all. We love wild grain. I love it. Genuinely love it. Also, with the holidays coming up, I'm telling you, get into it. Get into it.
Oh, because they're going to have all kinds of seasonal
They
special
always have, yes,
things.
they always have their new seasonal boxes are going to be coming out soon, and you don't want to miss that boat. Get on that bread boat and ride that thing.
I'm on it.
On the waves of soup right on through the holidays and into New Year's. For a limited time, you can get $30 off the first box plus free croissants in every box. What? When you go to wildgrain.com/busy to start your subscription. You heard me. Free croissants in every box and $30 off your first box when you go to wildgrain.com/busy. That's wildgrain.com/busy. Or you can use promo code busy at the checkout.
We love you, Wild Grain. I wrote a manuscript for a children's book one time that I thought it was so cute, but like maybe it was too derivative. It was kind of like a weird children's book about this like baker and this woman that would come into his bakery all the time, and they fell in love and they wanted to have a child, but they were never able to have a child. But he made a pie that looked like a child. Mm-hmm. Like made a pie that had a face.
Yeah, we talked about this, right?
Yeah, probably. And like somehow magically this pie came to life and was their child basically, but pies only last for so long before they start to go bad. And yeah, maybe it was too weird for a children's book, but my favorite line from it is that someone said to the woman, the mother of the pie, a heart that's broken is a heart that's open. And like, I don't know, I think my grandmother said that to me or something, and I really believe it. Like that's, at the time when you feel most heartbroken is also when you're the most open to like whatever new thing is coming your way.
It is true.
I hope it's true.
Yeah. I mean, if you haven't listened to Andrew Garfield talk about grief, boy, just fucking get on that train. Because listen, I know he didn't want to date me, but I'm all on board.
He didn't want to date you?
No. Remember, somebody tried to set us up last year, and he was like, "I love her, but no, it's not for me."
Oh, interesting.
I get it.
Here's what I'll say is that everyone was going cuckoo bananas for Adam Brody in Nobody Wants This. And like that character that he's playing. And I think Adam Brody is also a wonderful person in real life from what I know of him. But he's
Seth. Just fucking love Seth Cohen.
Everybody loves Seth Cohen, and he's like very happily married to the gorgeous Leighton Meester, who also seems to be like an exceptional person.
Can there be a better looking, more like teen, mid-aughts, teen icon fucking royalty couple of ever?
I love them. I love them.
I love them together. I've met Adam a bunch.
Yeah.
Back in the day. I have met Leighton, but I don't really know either one of them, but I fucking love them.
Yeah, I love them. They were at Yasser and Chelsea's wedding, I think. And I was like, I love them so much that I'm not even gonna like look in their direction because it would be weird. But this is what I'll say. I think like everyone was going gaga for this character Adam Brody was playing. And then I feel like Andrew Garfield was like, oh, let me show you all who I really am as a person in every interview. Like, you think you like that Adam Brody? Just you wait. This is who I really am.
But I've seen Andrew Garfield. I've seen him, like, I feel like ever since the first chicken shop date, I was like on board with Andrew Garfield. But also
when he
dated a friend of mine. That was who like literally asked if he wanted to go out with me. Was the friend of mine that he dated for a long time. Guys, it's not weird, I promise. Maybe that people are like, maybe that's why he said no. I mean, your ex-girlfriend trying to set you up. Anyway, but what was I saying? Andrew Garfield. Oh, first chicken shop date. I just saw that there's a new one dropping today.
Yes, I can't wait to watch it.
He's back.
I know,
on
like the
Chicken Shop
chemistry
Date.
between them is like
So
well. Also, I
wild.
just think it's like his chemistry with Florence Pugh is like off the charts too, and I think
He's
it's
got
just
good
because
chemistry.
he's like made of chemistry, and he's very funny, but he's also like very sincere. His
Yeah.
chemistry with Stephen Colbert is off the charts. His chemistry with like,
listen.
wait, where was he reading? He read that poem that he kept crying. Did you see that?
Oh yeah, well that on NPR. That
Yes.
was for Modern Love.
Yes.
One of my favorite. Always Modern Love. I'm like always like, give me more. I need to write that. I need to write a column for Modern Love. I keep saying I'm going to do it, and then I've never done it.
Yeah, you got to do it.
I know. I mean, I have like a lot of Modern Love stories to tell here, guys. What? Although maybe my kids don't need me to write anymore about my relationship with their dad.
Well, you got to work on some new stories then. You got to have the Modern Love so that you can write about something else.
I mean, I'm not having it,
You're not. I know.
you know?
Yeah.
I'm working on all the angles, Case.
All in good time.
That's what
The
that song
Exorcist said.
by the new song by Iron and Wine and Fiona Apple that I love says. What are you doing your best at this week, Caissie?
What am I doing my best at this week? I'm doing my best at, well, I'm doing my best at this job and trying to
I would agree.
you know,
I'm here. I agree.
it's like, it's so funny because it's just like you do this and you've done it your whole life, like your whole adult life. And then, but it's so funny to me how much you forget and like what all goes into it. And sometimes it makes me laugh, like what the job is when I'm like, sometimes most of my job is just like relaying questions in a way that like, in my experience, will get like a favorable answer or a faster answer or whatever, you know, but I do have to say that like working with the team at QVC, they're so wonderful and make everything so easy that I was talking about like Adam, who we work with, one of the producers that we work with. I was just saying that like, he's the person that has to say yes or no to like doing something, like whether it's okay to do something at a certain time or whatever. And he has made me realize how easy a person could make that job if they want, you know what I mean? But I was saying like, if I say like, I know we said 10 o'clock, but it looks like it's more going to be like 10:30 or whatever. Like, I know that I'm so anxious when I'm going to him saying like, can we push this by a half hour or can we make it like a half hour earlier? And he's always like, oh yeah, no problem. Like whatever you think. And I'm like, oh my God, it's like the first time someone isn't making me feel guilty about like needing to be flexible or like make changes or whatever. Or I was feeling guilty. I don't know. It's very interesting. It's very interesting to like discover someone's working style and like, how much he's just like, oh, we're just a team. We just like need to get this done and, you know, however is best to get it done. So I'm trying to do my best at that. And then also like stay in touch with my family as much as possible because they're really busy and they're doing things. And like the other day I guess I had like a weird nightmare or something about one of my kids. And so I woke up and just called him and I totally spaced on the fact that it was very early in the morning and I shouldn't be calling him at that moment, but I just wanted to hear his voice. And so I was like, oh, he didn't answer obviously because he was like probably asleep or I don't know what he was doing. But I just was like, oh gosh, I shouldn't have called. It was so early. Of course he didn't answer. And so I just went and watched like a TikTok of like one of his celebrity impression videos because I just wanted to hear his voice. But in the middle of watching the TikTok, he called me and he was like, is everything okay? Are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm okay. I just woke up and I had a bad dream about you and I wanted to hear your voice and I totally spaced on the time difference. And then he just talked to me for like 10 minutes and he was like, okay, I'm going to go back to sleep now. You know, which is very sweet. It was very sweet.
It is very sweet.
It was. Yeah. And I think I'm doing better this time, like staying in touch with them than I have in the past, which is like, because it's a little easier this time because everything's like a little more spaced out. So than it was last time. Like we had a much more feverish schedule last time. So, so I'm not like beating myself up about last time, but it's nice to have people in your life. And I think you probably have a lot of friends like this. I know I have a lot of friends like this. And it's nice to know that my family is like this too, that they're like not sitting home stewing about like, well, if she loved us, she'd call or whatever. They're like, they're ready to hear from me when I have a minute. And, if I didn't call the entire time I was here, that would probably be okay. And I'm sure they'd worry about me, but
I'm sure they would actually.
I'm sure they'd worry about me and I'm sure they'd check in, but also they're so nice about like, if I'm like, I gotta go or I can't talk now, just they're being very understanding. They're trying to help me succeed, which I think is, I'm so lucky. So yeah.
We should all have such supportive people in our lives, that families. And so often women don't.
You're 100% right.
And so frequently women are only made to feel guilty when they're pursuing the thing that they are passionate about and they love to do for work.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's really incredible that every man in your family supports you like that.
Yeah. Very
it is really lucky.
I feel really
lucky. And also you deserve it. We all do. I want to say. Yes.
That's
for
true.
The record.
No, we all do. You're absolutely right.
As Bertie Silverstein would say, they don't get a fucking gold medal for doing the bare minimum.
It's
that
true.
You guys go above and beyond, but I'm just saying, like, it is a little bit like we're so fucking tricked in our society that like just dudes in your family acting decent feels like they need to have a standing ovation, when in actuality, like, of course they should be this supportive and wonderful and understanding to you while you're doing this. But like, for whatever reason, for all of the reasons,
right,
we are so conditioned as women to not expect it and to like, in fact, expect the opposite, so that when you get it, you're like, these people are... It's a fucking bummer. It's a bummer that they're being supportive of you as like the exception, not the rule for men.
Yeah, that is totally true.
I'm sure a lot of people listening are like, yeah, mine is the rule, not the exception.
Right, right. Yeah, yeah. And it's a lot of work to get that way, I think. Like it's honestly, if I'm being 100% honest, it's not total shade to like guys that are having a hard time living up to like a higher standard, because that is what they were told was okay their whole lives. And
yes, 100%, sure.
And it's just like how they're conditioned as well. But what sucks is that we're conditioned to kind of accept it and live with it. And unless we stand up and like rock the boat and stir up some shit and say like, hey, this could be better, like it probably won't change, because not a lot of guys are that observant to be like, oh, I could do better. I could do better.
Yeah.
It's super rare. So,
very rare. And women aren't conditioned to say, you know what I actually need right now is this.
Right. Right. Yeah.
From you.
Yeah.
Because we're like conditioned to just sit with it and stew and then become resentful. And then there you go. Anyway, I love that.
What are you doing your best at?
I don't know. I had like an interesting emotional journey this past week. And I feel like I did my best at trying to like understand my own emotions and process them like with myself and friends, as opposed to like putting them on other people in my life. And I feel like that was good. I feel like I did a good job at that. And like, I'm trying to figure out what it is, I'm still trying to figure out what that thing is where I'm like, wait, I need this, and right. I'm going to name it, but naming it is hard when you're not a person who's used to like even knowing what it is. Yeah. So I'm doing better. I'm doing good at that. I feel like I'm doing my best at that. And then, really Shane, the who I met in pottery class, who like babysits for cricket, but she's in between gigs right now. There's something on these glasses I cannot get off. She is in between gigs right now, and like because we're working on this show, and I need to get everything moved out of the apartment, and it's just a lot happening right now for me. She has jumped in and has been helping, and like honestly has been doing such an incredible job, and she's really good at organizing, which is the thing that is the most thorn in my side thing in my life. But she's been really helping me so majorly, and I have appreciated it so intensely. So it's maybe not something I'm doing my best at, except I've been good at delegating and thinking of the things that I need for her to do, which is great.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And it's all good.
I think that's amazing. Any progress that you can make toward like bringing order to anywhere that's chaotic in your life, I think is a big deal.
Yes, I really do.
Oh, that's good. That sounds so great. And I've been proud of you. I've noticed, particularly this week, how hard you've worked at all the things that you said that you were working on. And I think like you're doing a great job.
I'm trying.
You are.
I'm trying my best.
I'm telling you.
Well, guys, we got to get back to work. We love you, though. We got to skadooch.
We do love you. We will talk to you soon. I think we're here next week, but we might be taking the week after off. But I'll let you know the definite.
Not election week. We'll be here for election week.
Yes. But we might take 1 week off before election week, just because we have to tape a lot of things, and then whatever.
We can do our questions. You guys, whatever. We love you.
You understand.
We're going to talk to you so soon. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.
We love you.
The election is so soon, guys. Let's keep
so soon.
Keep
Check your registration, please.
Check your registration, please. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing my best.
Oh, no.